Hi everyone, I'm your host Ema Burgic.
And I'm your co-host Jose Camacho.
Whether you're a player or a coach,
or you're just passionate about what you do and you want to be the best at it,
this is the Emazing Podcast for you. Today's episode is sponsored by MatchSet. MatchSet is an amazing company that provides players with incredible equipment and apparel. With MatchSet, equipment does matter, and they make sure it won't slow you down.
Use code tenniswithema to get 10% of Match Tennis today.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the Emazing Tennis Podcast. I'm excited that today we have Soufiane El Mesbahi. Yes, I did it good. He is a former Moroccan, Arab, and African champion. He played Davis Cup for Morocco. He played Youth Olympic Games. He was a number one NAIA player this year and Sun Conference Player of the Year in singles and doubles. That's really impressive.
Yeah, I'm happy about that.
like, yeah, hell yeah, you're right.
It was a great season. It's just crazy how when you're in a good mindset, everything happens great. When you have nice people around you that helps you to go forward, it's amazing. That's what happens. Like that was not just about me, that was like more about the team, but it happened to me. I don't know if you know what it means.
Absolutely, yeah. No, that's awesome, man. I'm super excited because he's a fellow Seahawk. That's where I went to school as well. Played golf there.
Yeah.
Well, fortunately, we came in different times, so I didn't meet you there. But that's amazing, and I like hearing your resume. It's amazing, and like hearing people so young succeed at such a young age, and especially what I've seen in tennis is that, and I can see it right away with you. It's like people that succeed in tennis at a young age, they're so mature compared to other sports.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like as you said, like the mindset, and we were talking about what you said, like how it's an individual sport, but it's really a team sport. Like you have so many people behind you, and I like what you said about like having everybody has to succeed at their, like the coach, the fitness preparator, like everything. Everyone has to be their best for the player to succeed at the best. So. But can you tell us a little bit about like your season? What was like the last achievements? How has the work changed or adapted to that?
So this new season we got a new coach.
Okay.
Named Robert McAdoo. He helped us a lot. It was great because everything was so new. We wanted to show like new things. We were so motivated because things were new. So I think everybody gave their best. And once again, I think the new coach played a huge role of this success because it was more like he came into like more as a motivator, mental coach.
Right.
Because we all play tennis, I don't know what he can help me with as a tennis player, but like I think the most important thing that he helped me with especially is like my mental part, and it just went like amazing for me this season just by getting better a little bit at like my mental part.
Okay, so sorry for interrupting. I'm really so curious about this because we just talked about this.
We really did,
in the previous podcast. But okay, so you were there. This is your fourth year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you do the first 3 years? Did you have good years or seasons?
It was a little bit. Let's go back to when I came back here. I went freshman year to Utah State. It's at D1. Okay, and I was not able to play there because too many professional tournaments. I don't know.
Yes, I know. I had the same thing.
So I played one season there. Then I came here. So I played 3 seasons in Kaiser.
Okay. Okay.
So I played the 2 first seasons in Kaiser at number 6.
Okay.
I had a great
at number 6.
Yeah, at number 6.
What?
Yeah, I was winning all my matches.
Yeah, obviously.
And at one point I just stopped practicing hard. I stopped competing hard because in my head I was like, oh, whatever happens, I'm gonna win. At number 6.
Right, you start getting comfortable a little bit.
I was very comfortable, and whenever I start playing a guy that is a little bit better, when I'm down a break or I'm facing break points, I'm like, oh my God, what is happening? It was super tough for me to be in those positions because I was not used to it anymore.
Right.
So when the new coach came and he was like, okay, Souf, I don't care about how you feel, I don't care about how you do, you're gonna play number 1, okay, and you better start playing better. I was like, oh my god, you know, first match I won, but I felt a little bit weird, and the 2 games after that first match I lost. And then like I had tough moments with him. Yes, you have to figure things out. You have to practice better. You have to compete better. You have to be stronger mentally. You have to be more confident. You have to believe in yourself. And since those 2 losses, like I haven't lost anymore.
Oh wow!
That's
so
crazy.
when you say that he helped you so much mentally,
Yeah.
okay, obviously he pushed you to get the best version of yourself, right?
Yeah.
To be the best that you can be.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, if you can really talk like in depth about this, like if you want to share, if you don't
Yeah, of
want to
course.
share, because I think people want to hear,
Yeah.
like what is it exactly? What things were you overcoming with yourself?
Yeah.
Today's video is sponsored by Lucky in Love. Gone are the days of ladies' golf and tennis apparel that all look the same. Lucky in Love is ushering in a new age. The high-end women's apparel brings options fit for the modern, expressive woman. Partake in the ultimate luxury and shop Lucky in Love for your new favorite fashion items for women and use code EB20 to get 20% of your next purchase.
So I always had this lack of confidence when I play. I mean, you know, when I was playing someone that I knew was like not as good as me, I used to always get nervous because I would say, oh my god, like he's worse than me, so what if I lose? And then if I play someone who's better than me in my opinion, you know, I would say, oh my god, like he's better than me, so no chance I win. So whatever I do, it doesn't work, you know. So this new coach helped me so much about like something very easy. Like he was just telling me something like, fake it until you make it, you know. So that's like I kept telling myself, hey, I'm the best, I play good, I play great, you know, I'm confident. And it doesn't matter if you believe it or not. At one point, like as like when you say it to yourself so many times, at one point you just start believing it, you know.
Wow.
Like without even trying. Or, you know, like some things like, okay, I refuse to lose, I worked so hard, why am I gonna lose, you know, stuff like that. Or in the important moments, I'm the strongest one physically, you know. Like he helped me so much in like the way I speak to myself, like the internal dialogue with myself. That's like that brought me to another like level, and in such a short amount of time.
That's awesome. And
Wow.
I mean it's really interesting, and I wonder how much that plays a role into what you said about coaches in college. And I feel like this is in general, like in college sports, coaches really focus more on being like managers, you know what I mean, like good managers, than they are
Good
really coaches.
businessmen, yeah.
I mean, in Kaiser, I think was an example because I knew some of the coaches of the other sports.
Yeah.
Our golf coach, he was a great coach. He was there for 7 years, but he really didn't do much.
Yeah.
Like, but at the same time, he did so much. You know what I mean? Like he didn't really train us. We all knew how to play, and I feel like that maturity that I talked about, like especially in individual sport like golf and tennis, that you're out there on your own. You know what I mean? Like people, like now you're experiencing it on the pro level.
Yeah.
You're out there on your own. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you can't pay the coach to travel with you, so it's a really lonely sport at times. So you have to be mature. You have to be okay with being with yourself, being alone, competing alone, and in the tough moments where it's not going great, being like, hey, my dad's not here to cry like for him. You know what I mean? Like
for sure.
I'm on my own, and I feel like that plays a role into college. Like coaches know that. They know that everybody knows how to train. I mean, I remember like the number one in Kaiser and the golf team, at least he was like, he never trained. Like he was such a lazy guy, but he was so talented. Like and he knew that what worked for him is like, he went out twice a week, hit a few balls, worked on what he needed to, went and won the tournament 10 shots. Yeah. And when he started like working harder, the guy would be a disaster. Like he would play terrible. Like everybody knows what works for him. I'm sure like you know your methods, what, as you said, like maybe mentally talking to myself possibly work. But the coaches know their role, you know what I mean? They tell you like what you need to do, but they know that you know your technical stuff.
I mean, it's also tough for the coaches, you know?
Of course, yeah.
Because like, it's like when you come to college, it's not like individual anymore, you know? They have to focus on, I don't know about golf. I mean, I'm sure you guys have a lot of people, but like in tennis, he has to focus on 8 or 9 players that are in the first team, and then they have like 15 players that are in the second team, you know. Like it's so many players. Like how are you gonna give them like what they need.
Yeah.
So that's why college sometimes is tough, because like it's like it's a group thing, not individual. Like you cannot work on your shot unless you do it alone.
And at the same time, you have a team of people that are used to coming from being completely like selfish and individual, right?
Yeah.
Like if you have a soccer team, right?
Yeah.
Those players that came to Kaiser to play soccer, they were playing on a team on their home country, right? But tennis, they were playing like single tournaments. There was like probably like a little bit. You have to be a little bit selfish, right?
Yeah.
And then you have a coach trying to put them together and have them work as a team. I feel like that's really challenging for sure.
That's very challenging.
Yeah.
I think.
I feel like also for females is more. I feel like guys are more adaptable. Like I've seen it so much, like on the girls teams. It's like, you know, you have all these girls that come in, you know, they have their way of doing things. They're stubborn. They're like, and now you have to adapt and work as a team. And you're like, no, it's all about
of course.
me. You know?
But I feel like when it does come together, then it's so special.
Beautiful.
It's so special.
But for me, like this, what you were talking about when you were talking earlier about this internal dialogue and everything, I really felt like we're on a real like famous important podcast, because how he was talking, right? It was like what I hear, like the reels that pop up on my Instagram, like, you know, like believe in yourself.
Be true to yourself. That's her catchphrase. Be
true to yourself. But maybe we can ask him later for the shirts. But okay, but like the stuff where like I'm working on that right now. Like that self-talk, right? And as cheesy as it sounds, look, it worked for you. You know, like you but it's constant work, right? Because I'm always used to in my head, like, well, you know, she is a little bit. You give too much respect to that other player. It's like I always give so much respect to somebody that's across the net from me, you know, and like don't give the respect to myself. Like now, but if you say it every day, if you talk to yourself every day, or some people journal or write or whatever, it works. So I'm.
And do you guys feel like it's something that it's like, it's one of those things that it's so like you hear it so much, it's almost like people don't do it. Like you know, it's so like oh my god, you gotta be like positive self-talk, believe in yourself, and become. It's like you hear it so much, you're like whatever, like you know what I mean?
No,
like, it's one of those things that it's. People want new stuff, you know.
Yeah, and I don't think it's even just for tennis. That's the thing.
Everything.
I know it's for everyday's life. Like I feel much better when I'm talking to myself in a nice way, not like, oh my God, Souf, you're an idiot, you know.
Exactly.
Like it feels so much better, and I don't know about how you guys.
That's huge. That's huge. I think, and I remember like there's this book, Inner Excellence. You read it as well, and we're trying to have the author, the amazing book. If you can read it, Inner Excellence. I forget his surname, but his last name is Murphy. It's a great like book for any athlete. And he talked about how like how positive self-talk is everything, and how like there's no shortcuts, and usually the things that we hear about the most that people don't do, like those are the things that work. You know what I mean? There's a reason why people say them so much. You know what I mean? Like you want to stick to the like the classic techniques, but it really changes everything. And I mean, if you don't believe in yourself, who will? So.
But it's the basics, like and it translates on the tennis court, right? Because everything we do now as tennis players is to translate on the tennis court. But like the more you simplify things, the better it is.
Of course.
The more you start like, oh, you have to do. No, it just makes such a mess, especially for people like me that overthink everything. And it's like then more. It's like, oh, but what if I did this? What if I did this? The next thing you know, it's like, just everything that you even know, it's down the drain.
And what you said about like it's not only in sports. This is great because we were talking about how there's a lot of people that listen to this podcast and they don't play tennis at a high level. It's not only for high performance players, but they have normal day jobs. They go to school but they like tennis. They like sports. But it's these things work for, as you said, everything in life. Like life is a performance. You know? You don't have to be an athlete to perform. Everybody performs. Everybody goes to work. Everybody has to like step up to whatever they do. Be the best at what they do. It doesn't matter if you're a cashier, if you work in a restaurant. I feel so motivated. I'm ready to walk through a wall.
Why did you stop? We could make
okay, I was getting excited. Sorry, but like you could really perform, and you have to perform in anything you do. You know, any kind of person you are. You perform. So having the best mentality is not only for for athletes, it's for anybody, because life is a competition, you know. So you want to be the best that you can, not only for others but for yourself. I think
for sure, for sure. I mean, everything, like business or
absolutely,
or working or athlete or teacher or parent,
or
whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, yeah. If you we're gonna do. I want to explain this. So we can do it, but it's not gonna happen now. It's gonna happen like eventually. Okay. So we're trying to do like fun stuff to like make icebreakers, so it's not like super serious the whole time. So we're gonna do this. You can use like along the podcast, so we can do it at the end. So we're gonna do 2 truths and 1 dare to know each other better. I already have mine written down. So whenever you have one in mind, just write it down. No wait, 2 truths. What am I saying? 2 lies and 1 truth. Saying. 2 lies and 1 truth. Was it 2 truths and 1 lie? Hold on.
2 lies and 1 truth.
2 truths and 1 lie. Yeah. Oh. So you have to write in the paper whatever it comes up. 2 truths about your life, like anything.
Oh,
anything. And 1 lie. But try to make it difficult, so when you read them, we can't tell which one it is. You know?
So you have to guess which are the 2.
So 2 truths and 1 lie, and you have to guess which one's the lie. Okay. So whenever it comes up, like you have an idea, write it, and then at the end we'll do them, and we'll try to guess each other.
Should we do like a prize for somebody that guesses?
Well, you're the one with the podcast, so what are you gonna give us?
I don't know. Coffee.
Sure, I'll take it.
Starbucks.
Okay.
Or Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Do you like Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
You do?
Burgers. Yeah.
You like Chipotle?
I love everything that is not healthy, unfortunately. You know.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the plan. But if you want, we can do like a tennis question, and then I have a game prepared, so we can like mix them up.
Should we do one fun one now?
Okay, let's do it. All right. So I have like 10 pictures.
Oh God.
It's literally super simple. So you guys have to guess. Let's see who guesses first. It's gonna be like there's cities, there's animals. Not her strength. Okay. Not her strength. Okay. General knowledge. Okay. Not her strength.
Why are we doing this?
I like my chances.
I have elements.
Can I use my phone?
Elements of the periodical chart with no name, so you have to see the symbol. She doesn't even know what the periodical.
Yeah, I know. Oh. I know.
And then I have Disney movies, which might be right here. And then cars and tennis players. They're gonna be fast. Okay. All right. First city. I'm gonna show the camera.
Istanbul.
Yeah, I was gonna say Istanbul.
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah. She's on fire. All right. We're gonna do an animal now.
Oh my God.
This one's tough.
What is that?
That's a frog.
Is it?
No, it's an ocelot.
Why would we even know that?
I feel like this is pretty famous. People that will see this probably will know.
Okay, and like 1-0 for me. I'm writing
1-0, yeah.
But wait, you cannot be watching before.
He doesn't have names, so you can't know.
Yeah, but
he can think about the other one.
Exactly.
That's true. That's true.
So you have to.
All right, element of the periodical chart. Periodic table. I was saying it in Spanish.
I'm kidding. God, I was really good at this at high school in chemistry.
Palm Beach.
No guesses?
Wait.
I have no clue. No clue.
No.
I'm gonna give you guys a clue. It starts with an L.
L.
Yeah. There's not a lot of them with L on the periodic table.
Why are we doing this? This was a long time ago. Like 15 years ago, I learned about this.
So general.
I don't remember what I learned.
Alright, whatever. It's lead. Lead. Alright, we're gonna do one tennis player, then we'll do the rest after.
What's her name? Yeah.
Andreeva.
Yeah. Oh my okay, 2-0.
Why does it have to be a girl?
I have a boy as well. Let's do the boy now.
A boy. A guy. But don't go on his side first.
Fonseca.
Yeah, let's go.
I have no idea.
This guy's ridiculously good. He's crazy.
I think he's
gonna be like the next Alcaraz probably. He's pretty solid.
How old is he?
He's like 18.
Yeah.
He's pretty young.
Very young and
crazy good.
Like, why is he so good?
Because his forehand's ridiculous, and he's winning a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming up quick. All right, let's go back to serious stuff.
Well, this is not really serious, but I really like this. Okay, can you create the perfect tennis player and then the worst tennis player?
Oh, I love this question actually. Let's start with the perfect one.
Yes. I wonder what this is.
The serve would be Isner.
Okay.
That's a good choice. You?
Okay. The serve would be. What am I doing? Girls or guys?
Let's do girls. You do girls, so we can have a girl and a guy player.
Serve would be Serena.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I'll probably choose Opelka.
Oh, tough.
That's a big serve.
Okay.
All right.
Then forehand, I'll take. I love Nadal. I'm taking Nadal every day.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'll pick probably Jack Sock. It's a massive forehand.
Sabalenka.
Yeah. Backhand?
Backhand, Djokovic.
Yeah, I'll take that too.
Burgic.
Yeah, you do have a great backhand.
I love my backhand.
Yeah.
She does have a solid backhand.
I love
true.
it.
I'm very confident. I'm very good. My backhand is really good. I'm gonna win.
Volleys, Federer, all day.
Yeah. All right, you go on. Let me think of mine.
Coco. Actually, I don't know why I said her. Can I switch? No, it's fine.
I'll probably take.
She has decent volleys.
Alcaraz got pretty solid volleys as well.
Very solid.
He's got great hands.
Dimitrov. Beautiful volleys and how he like stretches and like.
He's got a crush on him. She's got a crush on him.
Yeah.
And what do we have? One more? Or no, that's it. Mentality.
Mentality, Nadal.
I'll take Alcaraz again, 100%. I mean, Nadal's. Yeah, I just don't want to choose Nadal again, but Nadal's probably the right choice.
Does any female?
Burgic.
Iga.
Nope. It's getting better though. Iga, that's a good choice.
Yeah.
That's a great choice. Yeah.
No.
All right, that's good.
What about the worst?
The worst, yes. The serve. You know, I'll take Zverev. You know, you remember that year when he used to double fault like 20
all the time.
times
I
a
remember
set?
that. That
I'll
was
take
bad.
That
That was bad. I'll take. I don't know that many bad serves, but probably Schwartzman. I mean, he's probably like not a very powerful serve.
Do you remember the Mantieva? Oh, you guys are too young. You guys are too.
Sabalenka's got big serve problems as well.
Not anymore, but
Yeah, but she used to.
You remember the Mantieva?
No, I don't know who that is.
God,
No.
you guys are so young, or I'm really old.
I mean, yours on a bad day is also is a problem as well.
Burgic.
Yep.
Oh
Forehand.
Oh my god.
Forehand's tough. Because like if you're on tour, you don't have a bad forehand. I
No,
don't
forehand. I'll tell you one. I don't know. I feel like I can. I don't know. I feel like my forehand is better than his. Seriously,
Who?
Benoit Paire.
Actually?
Have you seen his
Who?
forehand?
No, I haven't.
Oh my, Benoit Paire.
Oh, I haven't. I don't remember. I don't really watch much tennis.
I haven't. I don't remember his forehand. Is it bad?
Yes, I mean I don't like it at all.
Really?
At all. I don't know. Like I think his forehand is good, but compared to those top 300 in the world, I think it's very bad.
Yeah.
You know. Like
What's the guy that grips his racket on the bottom? The French guy?
Gasquet?
Yeah.
Gasquet's forehand is not good.
It's not bad, but it's horrible.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
All right, Ema.
I'm looking at the WTA list about who can have a bad forehand. Who has a bad forehand?
Raducanu doesn't have a very good forehand.
Okay. Raducanu. I actually don't know because the thing is, like, I'm gonna be like really honest. I really don't watch much tennis. Lately, I am.
I wish I watched more as well.
I just don't have time.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. Coco. I don't like her forehand. I'm sorry. I really don't like the grip and her
Oh, yeah?
technique. I really don't like her forehand. Sorry,
I
Coco.
don't really watch girls, to be honest. No clue how she plays actually.
Oh my gosh, she has like a really like almost Western forehand, and it's just not pretty.
Yeah.
Maybe it's efficient. Obviously, it is. She is number 2 in the world.
Yeah.
But
She's number 2? I
yeah.
see that. That's crazy.
Okay, what about backhand? On guys.
Berrettini, man.
I love Berrettini.
Yeah, but I love him too.
I'll choose that one too. I don't really know the bad backhand, to be honest.
Bad backhand on tour, let's say
Qingwen Seng? Never heard this girl in my life.
Zheng.
Zheng.
You said it in a really Chinese accent. Good job. Maybe bad backhand could be.
I was telling her we could literally go on a commercial break every time she thinks of
Okay, we're.
so long.
Okay,
It's crazy.
we're really wasting a lot of time here.
So much time. All right, let's go.
Okay, I don't know.
Next question.
Can I see who is like 500 in the world.
Okay, while she thinks about it, we wanted to go back to asking how you began with tennis.
Oof.
And if also, additional question, have you feel like you've gotten burnt out at all at some point, or you've stood in there?
I mean, how I started with tennis was actually pretty funny because when I was younger, I mean, I'm the oldest one, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So my mom loves me so much that she feeds me so much, you know? So I used to be a little chubby, you know, when I was younger.
Oh,
So
really?
then my dad, out of nowhere, chose to make me do horse riding. But horse riding doesn't really help with like losing weight or anything,
Right.
you know? So I quit that. Then I played soccer for a long time actually, since like from 6 to 12,
Oh,
you
wow.
know? And then one day he told me, hey, let's go play tennis, you know? So I went to play tennis and I started playing with he gave me a racket and a ball and I started playing against the wall.
At 12?
No, at like 8,
Okay.
you know? So I really fell in love with it,
Mm.
you know? So at that time I used to go 2 or 3 times a week, you know, to play tennis. I remember it was Saturday, Sunday for sure, and sometimes Wednesday afternoon. So Saturday, Sunday, I used to go and wake my dad up at 6 a.m. You know, hey, take me to tennis. So he would take me to the tennis courts and drops me there at like 9, 10, and he would come back, pick me up at 5 p.m. and I would be crying. No, I don't want to go.
No way.
You know, I would be crying. And the whole day I've been just playing, really. Like, my brother does a little bit the same, but like my brother has friends, he plays around with them, you know, he waits. I used to go to the tennis courts the whole day and just play non-stop, just because I was so in love with it. And then, you know, I don't know about how you guys do it back home, but we have some team club matches, you know,
Mm-hmm.
club matches. So in my age, I was number 3 in my club.
Okay.
Just in the club. So I remember we had this game against another city. The number 1 of the club had a wedding, so he couldn't be there. Number 2 was sick, so they picked me. No,
Mm-hmm.
so I went to play my first like official game, and I got killed. I got killed 5. We were playing up to 5, so I got 5. I got killed 5-0, 5-0, and I remember like the guy that I played like was making a little bit fun of me, bullying me and stuff, and I just hated it. So I just like, when I came back, I told my dad didn't feel great about it and stuff, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna start taking things more seriously. So I stopped playing soccer or horse riding or whatever, and I focused on tennis like 100%. That's how I started. I mean,
That's awesome, man. And for the second question, do you feel like you've gotten to a point, because like playing a sport for so long, I feel like it's almost like inevitable that you have a little bit like highs and lows.
yeah.
Do you feel like you've gotten to a point in which like I don't want to do this anymore, or no?
I mean, to be honest, like so many times it happened to me, because like when I was younger, you know, I loved playing tennis. I felt like I was playing it more for fun than anything else.
Right.
And then came at one point where like tennis came up with so much stress, so much expectation, so much like doubts and stuff. So obviously, like, you know, you don't enjoy it that much anymore. It's on.
Today's episode is sponsored by MatchSet. MatchSet is an amazing company that provides players with incredible equipment and apparel. With MatchSet, equipment does matter, and they make sure it won't slow you down.
Use code tenniswithema to get 10% of Match Tennis today.
Fun anymore when you do something that is stressful or stuff like that. So like so many times, like I was talking to my dad, I'm like, okay, like I don't want to do this anymore, you know, like it's so tiring, it's so tough. Sometimes I lose some matches and it kills me because I hate losing. And at the end of the day, you know, like every time I was almost gonna be done with it, you know, I realized how much I love it, and then I didn't want to stop anymore. I don't know if you guys ever realize these things, but like you always realize like the importance of something or someone or whatever until you don't have it anymore.
Absolutely.
You know, so that's what happened to me.
That's what happened to me the other day when Jose and I got in a fight. And then I realized how much our friendship means to me, and I cried the whole night thinking that we're not gonna be friends.
Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. Did you feel the same, by the way?
I was
No.
bawling my eyes out. No, but yeah, I mean that's great that you mentioned that, and I think it's 100% true. I think that those like reality checks of like you get used to things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get used to things, and especially things that are so demanding as like high level sports. Sometimes it's even necessary to have like a little bit breakdowns, you know, in which you're like, I can't do this anymore. Like you let the emotion out, and then you're like, but I still love it. You know what I mean? Like how like I feel like we wouldn't love it if it wasn't as hard.
Yeah.
No.
If it was easier, if like the lows weren't as low, if it was like, oh, I lost, but it's okay. But we care so much about sports, you know what I mean, that when you lose you feel terrible.
Yeah.
That's the same, like that just talks about the passion. I'd always say with kids, you know what I mean, like when we're coaching kids, like I have kids that are like, I'm playing a little bit of like a match to 7, right?
Yeah.
And they lose and they get super mad and they're like smashing their racket, or they don't smash the racket, but like they'll get really frustrated or they cry. And I'm like, buddy, it's good. I mean, I'm glad to see this because it means that you care. You know? I mean, like kids that like lose and they don't care at all, and they're like, whatever, and they just go sit down, take water. That talks about someone that doesn't really care about the sport.
Yeah.
That's a problem. You know, that's someone that you have to speak to their parents and be like, hey, this kid's not gonna be really successful. Like he might, it's a good exercise, but he doesn't love the sport.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Kid that gets frustrated when he loses and stuff. That talks about a kid that actually cares about the sport and wants to get better.
Yeah.
And then you channel that energy, right? You use that energy that's negative at that point, and you take it to the right place, you know, so he can be driven. You know, but I think it's necessary.
Yeah.
So if you gotta start writing those, man, because she's already almost done.
I have mine.
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
on
I've
fire.
been talking, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's good.
But I wanna ask him. Should we do this now or he didn't write it?
Okay,
yet.
well, while you look for the question, let's finish the photos.
Oh.
So we'll have 2 more, and then we'll have your question ready. All right. We're gonna do Disney movies, so it's more fair for Emma.
I don't really watch Disney.
Okay, this is
My
good.
kids are too young.
No, these are classic movies. You know the city?
That's Barcelona.
Oh my God, you didn't know? I thought you would 100% know it.
I lived in
You
Barcelona.
lived there.
Yeah.
This is a key. Like.
Oh yes, I see it. Oh,
Oh,
my god!
sorry.
Oh my god! I didn't even see. I was wondering.
Yeah,
what
it's
that
kind of blurry.
is.
I'm sorry, but okay.
Okay,
he's
two.
right about it.
2.
2. What about this
One
movie?
more.
Mowgli.
Well, what's the movie?
Baloo. I don't know.
You're saying characters.
Oh yeah.
I don't know actually.
The Jungle Book.
Oh my.
The what?
The Jungle Book.
I've watched it in French.
What about this one?
I didn't watch this.
God knows.
No, this is you're definitely a little older for this one.
It looks familiar, but.
Oliver and Company.
A what?
Oliver and Company.
Never heard.
My girlfriend's gonna be so proud because she's a big Disney fan, and I never watched Disney movies. But these I know. These I know. Alright, you guys ready?
For what? For the 2 truths, 1 lie?
No. For
Oh, for a question.
yeah, this be ready, but let's ask another question.
Okay. So what do you think was the big difference between Division 1 tennis and NAIA tennis?
So many people are very wrong, you know.
In thinking about
yeah.
how it is?
Yeah, because
So
I mean,
what is NAIA?
National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics.
I'm so glad you're here because I wouldn't have been able to
Actually?
answer this.
Yeah, so like it's not so like in my opinion of not knowing much about it, I just think it's not as good as D1.
That's definitely not.
Right?
Yeah.
So like but what is it actually?
So I mean, you know, like you know the problem that happened to you when you were not and so many people are not eligible to play D1 because they choose to play pro. You know, like for me, for example, you know, once again, like the thing that I do the best is play tennis. You know, like if you ask me, would you go play tennis or go to school, I would say I want to play tennis for sure. So when I graduated from high school, I mean, fun fact, I graduated high school 1 year before I skipped that class, you know. I was too smart when I was younger.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I was way too smart when I was younger for my age, so I had to skip that class. And I graduated from high school 1 year before, and I decided to play 1 year of pro, you know. And I was actually not doing bad, you know. I had 2 ATP points and stuff. So then I got injured and I wanted to come to college, you know. So I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do now? Oh no, you're not eligible for D1 and NCAA, you know. So many people, like stuff like that happens to them, and they cannot go play D1. So what? Like, what are they gonna do? Like, I don't know. If you're from Argentina, for example, and you cannot go to college, what are you gonna do? Coach? You're gonna, I don't know how much you're gonna make.
Right.
You know, it's super tough. So NAIA, whatever, I don't know how to call it.
NAIA.
Oh my God.
NAIA, yeah.
NAIA.
So it gives you the opportunity to come to college, play tennis, even when you're not eligible in D1. So many people think, oh my God, it's bad level, na. But listen, like people that played so many pros, you know, that have a lot of ATP points, like 10, 15 or whatever, when they want to stop with professional tennis. Why? Because either they got injured, they don't have the money, I don't know, whatever. They decide to come here and they play in NAIA.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it's super tough.
Super high level.
It's
as
super high level.
Yeah.
Super high level. Like I had some teammates super high level. Like I had a friend called Luke Simkes. He
used to be so good. He was there when I was there. So, yeah.
I mean, he's an amazing friend, and he graduated. He unfortunately I only played one semester with him. When he graduated, after a year, he was like making a final of a 25K. You know, like after a year, like which shows that the level is there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and I think Kaiser's got some crazy level as well. Like I remember, I know in tennis it was the same because we used to play a lot of D1 schools.
Yeah.
Like NAIA plays NCAA as well.
Yeah.
Like in certain tournaments, and like in golf we used to play win a bunch of tournaments against like some of the top Division 1 schools. Like their level's great, and I know in tennis it was the same. Like when Luke was there, and I know I've heard that the team has improved so much as well, and they play NCAA schools and they're better. Like it's just
I mean exactly. Like let's talk about it this year. I mean, we played 2 D1s.
Mm-hmm.
We respectfully crushed them.
Right.
You know, like it was 7-0 and then 4-0, and we had to clinch.
Mm-hmm.
Like we didn't lose a match. Then we played Barry that won Division 2. I mean NCAA Division 2 indoors. We beat them. You know, we went close to Flagler, who lost in the final of D2 national championship. We lost 4-3 and 4-3 we lost. So like it's super close.
Right.
You know, like the level is there. Like it's very tough level. You know, like number 1 team in the nation, Georgia Gwinnett, that we lost to in the final of nationals. Like super tough players. Like from 1 to number 6. I mean, 2 years ago, their number 1 was, I don't know, 400, 500 ATP.
Yeah.
I mean, good luck playing against that, you know?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, good to know. I mean, I'm really, I cannot say anything on this topic because I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. No, but it's good for people that are like in high school or they're looking for college options. NAIA is always a good. NAIA, you can call it NAIA if you can't pronounce it.
Oh, NAIA. Okay, that's much better.
You can really consider NAIA as a great opportunity for a lot
and you
of
get good quality.
And there's some great scholarships as well. Like good schools have good scholarships.
No, a lot. But like I just think like it's very nice opportunity, you know, because like sometimes you make mistakes in life, you know, like sometimes you don't make the right choice.
Yeah.
So what? Like you should be punished for that.
Yeah.
You know, I think like NAIA gives you that opportunity to still
That's
have
really
a
good.
chance.
That's
really good.
That's great.
Okay, we have 5 minutes.
All right. You ready?
I just want to ask this one question and then we'll do this.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Absolutely, Emma.
Okay, both of you, and then I want to answer this question too.
All right.
If you could play, you can answer first while he's he's writing. If you could play doubles with any celebrity.
It can be like celebrity tennis player or
no, just any celebrity alive or dead. Who would it be? It doesn't have to be a tennis player.
But they're gonna be ass at tennis though. If they don't play, they're gonna be terrible at it.
Yeah, but like you spend time with that person.
I'm okay. Nah, I want to win. Probably Alcaraz, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah. Imagine like the first time you meet your celebrity, like idol, you play tennis and they suck. They can't pull a ball and play.
But you like teach them, you have fun.
I'm okay.
No, but let's do not tennis, you know, like that would be
okay. But let's pretend that they are decent at tennis.
No. Let's just do non-tennis.
It's for fun.
Okay,
It's
for
like-
fun.
Yeah, it's not to win.
Okay, what's yours? Do you have one in mind?
Yes.
She was excited, so you're like,
I have
I'll answer
two.
first.
Can I-
Celebrity crush.
Yeah.
Okay.
Multiple.
What is it?
Since I don't have a real life crush. David Beckham or Paul Walker, but Paul Walker is unfortunately dead. But yeah,
That's
so I'm
good.
doing two, one dead, one alive.
How about you, Sue?
You know, I spent so many hours just defending or arguing about why is Ronaldo the best in the world. You know,
Yeah.
so many hours arguing with my friends. You don't understand. So if I have to choose one celebrity outside of tennis, you know, playing doubles with, for sure. Ronaldo.
That's nice. That's a good choice. I'll probably do. I've gotten back into MMA, and I'm like very into the UFC again now.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll probably like. I feel like playing with Conor McGregor would be pretty funny. Such a great shit talker as well.
Yeah, I would love to watch that, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, like
It's
he's-
so funny. It's
Oof.
so funny how men's brain thinks, right? They're thinking about like an athlete or like a guy
Yeah.
that like they're gonna have fun with, and I'm just thinking, who looks
Wow.
good?
Wow.
Who would I like to be next to? Oh my god. Well,
All right.
anyways, okay.
All right,
I have my three,
All right, you go first.
and you have to guess which one is a lie.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Ready.
So, are you listening?
Yeah.
Okay. 3. Number 1, I can juggle. Number 2, I didn't want to go to college. Number 3, once I beat Muguruza. Which one is a lie?
Say the first one again.
I can juggle.
You can definitely not juggle. You can definitely not juggle. That's gotta be a lie.
Juggle, like,
That's gotta like.
yeah.
That's gotta be a lie.
Wow.
That's gotta be a lie.
It's really a lie.
It's a lie. Easy.
It's
Wow.
so bad. I'm so bad.
I mean, it's so tough to do it when someone like knows you very
yeah, I know.
This one I didn't even know, but I do
Yeah,
know.
you didn't know.
But that's crazy that you beat Muguruza though. I think you told me this before.
Yeah,
That's insane.
yeah.
That's a big flex. All right,
Big
Sue.
flex.
You know,
It's so college saying.
Like for me, I completely like misunderstood the concept, you know. So I wrote this stuff, you know, and I thought like I have to write this, and we see who is it, you know.
Ah.
You know, but
okay.
it's fine.
Oh,
Okay, I don't understand.
I
yet.
see.
Just read them. It's okay.
So the first thing I said, and I wanted to trick you because
Okay.
of Emma, I was like, I am or have been with someone from Subotica, you know.
What?
He doesn't know.
What?
Exactly, you know. Subotica is a city in Serbia.
Oh, you have been?
Where his girlfriend is from, and where my ex-husband is from.
Oh, I see.
You know? And then I was like, I play D1 tennis, and then this is my 10th time doing a podcast. So I mean, guess which one is first, which one is true or wrong.
So you was playing. What's the name of this drinking game? It's like Never Have I Ever. That was more like Never Have I Ever
I
than
don't
it
know.
was.
I never played.
Yeah, but
drinking
one
games.
is wrong. You know?
Yeah.
One is wrong.
Oh, one is wrong.
Yeah.
Yours is wrong. The third one is his 10th podcast.
Oh, of course. Of course. Okay, here are mine. I have never been on a cruise in my life. I was enrolled in a university for 5 days. Or I played ice hockey for 1.5 years.
Oof. So
I guess I don't know you that well. Ice hockey is a lie.
I have to redo mine. Last one, forget about the last one.
but that was true or no?
Wait. Yeah, no, it's fine. Which one's a lie?
The ice hockey.
I would say cruise.
Do you think I have been on a cruise?
No.
Yeah.
You think I don't have been on a cruise?
No.
No, but
No, I think you have never been on a cruise.
Yeah,
that's what I said
he
though.
said.
So you're saying that's a lie or that's true?
Yeah, that's the truth.
Okay,
That's
you have
true?
to say which one is a lie.
You have to say which one's a lie. This is going great.
So cruise.
Cruise.
Cruise?
Or he was enrolled in college for,
For
5 days only.
Or I've been
ice
playing
hockey.
hockey for a year and a half.
I mean, ice hockey.
Yeah, I did play ice hockey, just not for a year and a
Yeah,
half.
there's no way. I mean, you didn't tell me about MMA. I know that. I mean, I guess you've been on a cruise. For sure you've been
I've never been on a cruise.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
the 5 days, for sure.
How do you know that?
What?
That I was enrolled. You know SCAD?
Yeah.
I was enrolled for 5 days.
Scat Savannah?
I left Kaiser because I was about to go back to college. Like I did 2 years in Kaiser, played 2 seasons, and I was gonna go back to 2 more years, right?
Okay.
And I was playing tournaments in Georgia,
Okay.
and I played near SCAD in Savannah, right? And I did like really well in that tournament. And the coach of SCAD, they offered me like, yo, we'll offer you like really good scholarship, like come play with us. It was like 2 weeks before starting Kaiser again.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, let's do it. Fuck it.
Oh my god.
And I did it. And I'm sorry, Coach Miller. I'm incredibly sorry that I did this. And I literally bailed. I was like, all right, I'll go because it was a great offer. I love Savannah and everything. It's an art school.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I lasted 1 week.
Like I would.
It was horrible.
Like I'm sorry, whoever called.
I'm
but
sorry.
I think if I go there, I would probably.
The
kill
team was
myself,
great.
you
No,
know?
the team was amazing. Like everybody was so welcome and everything. But just the people. Like I'm so sorry. I don't want to disrespect anybody, but like I didn't fit
No,
there.
but it's a tough. Like
You have to love art. Like you have to love art.
Love art, and you have to love like being next to the.
Big time.
Like it's cold. It's cold there.
It's
Enjoy
cold.
it.
Yeah, the weather was horrible. It was raining all the time. I had hiccups,
Yeah.
but they never stopped.
And there's-
7 days of 5 days of hiccups all the time. I was like all the time, non-stop. It was horrible. Miserable week.
Tough to go from West Palm to Scat
So
Savannah,
tough,
you
so
know?
tough. And then Friday I left. I was like, I'm alright, I'm out. Amazing having you, man. You're such a great guy. I mean, so easy to talk to, and it's a great first guest to have back. I think.
Yeah.
Great episode. And again, all the best in everything you do, man. You're gonna do great things in tennis and outside of tennis. Thank you, Emma, again for everything, and thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next few episodes.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Thank you so much. See you next time.
Thank you so much for supporting and listening to our podcast. Make sure to follow us on social media.
And be sure to listen to next week's episode of the Emazing Tennis Podcast.